a snake charmer's story. I said you about the story of Aryanath. What he said that he will play the bean. What he said that he will play the bean. He was a snake charmer. He said about his grandfather named Roshan Nathji. His grandfather is also a snake charmer. What does mean by snake charmer, children? An entertainer who appears to make the snake by playing the music is called snake charmer. He said about his grandfather's story. Roshan Nathji, he used to carry the snakes in the bamboo basket and he will move to the village. By using the snake, he will do something. The snake dance by playing the music. The last class we have learned this, right? While he went to the village, all of the people were gathered around him, and many of them will give money for that. Okay, we saw that. Today we are going to continue the topic what he had said in the last topic, and we are going to continue the story about Roshan Nathji. Shall we see what it is, children? First we will start to read. Shall we start, children? See. What can we do? Aryanath, your father used to travel with me ever since he was a young child. He learned to play the bean without being taught. These days it is difficult. Now the government has made a law that no one can catch wild animals and keep them. Some people kill the animals and sell their skins at high prices. What he is selling, children? Roshan Nathji is telling to Aryanath that your father used to travel with me ever since he was a young child. Whose father? Aryanath's father used to travel with whom? His father. That means Roshan Nathji. While he was a child, he was used to travel with his father. His father used to play the bean without knowing anything about that. He used to play the bean. Who was Aryanath's father? He used to play the bean without knowing about them. And what he said, these days it is difficult for them. These days, which means why these days are difficult for them, children? Because the government had made a law. Which law they made? They made that no one had to catch the wild animals. Why? We don't want to catch the wild animals because some of them are catching the wild animals and they are selling the skin at high prices. So the government had made a law that we should not catch the wild animals. So because of this law, for the snake charmers people, it is very difficult to run their lives. Okay, children, you understand what I am saying here? Government had made a law. What law they made? They made that no one should catch the wild animals because they selling the skin at high prices. This law had made these snake charmers too difficult for them. Okay, children, that only they said here. And then, shall we move to the next one? So they made a law against this. Now with this law, how will we earn our livelihood? By this law, how they can earn their livelihood? It is very difficult for them, no? Without this type of entertainer, they can't do anything without that. So it is very difficult for them to run their lives. Shall we start the reading first? We people have never killed snakes and sold their skin. People say that we keep the snakes in bad conditions. If we wanted, we too could have earned a lot of money by killing snakes, but we would never do that. Snakes are our treasure that we passed on from one generation to another. We can give snakes to our daughters when they get married. What he is telling children, see, Roshan Nathji is telling telling that because of this government law, their life is very difficult for them. But people have never, rich people, these snake charmers have never killed the snakes. They won't kill the snakes and they won't sold their skin also. But some of the people say that they are keeping the snakes in bad condition. Who keeping the snakes in bad condition, children? Snake charmers keeping the snakes in bad condition, but they won't do it. Who? Roshan Nathaji, who is a snake charmer. He won't do it. He won't keep the snakes in bad condition, and also he won't kill the snakes and also their skin, and also they won't sell their skin. If you wanted, we too could have earned a lot of money by killing snakes. If they want, they also can do that to earn lot of money, but they won't do it because they won't do it. Snakes are our treasure. Snakes are their treasure, which means snakes are very valuable for them. Without snakes, life is not possible. Snakes are very much valuable for them. So they won't kill the snakes and also they won't sell their skins also. What they do, it will pass from one generation to another generation also. Some of them give snakes to their daughters also when they are married. What the snake charmers do, children? See, they will give snakes as a gift also for their daughters. Okay, children? Okay, children, shall we start to read this? In our Caribbean dance, we also have movements similar to the dance of the snake. Arena, you will have to make a different life for yourself. You and your cousins can form a big party and entertain people. What he is saying, children? Who? Roshan Nathji. He is a grandfather of Arena. What he is saying, children? See, in our Caribbean dance. What does mean by Caribbean dance, children? I said you already. That is one type of dance used to dance in the place of Rajasthan. It is like a snake dance. It is like a snake dance. Okay, children. What is the name of that? It is Caribbean. What it is? Caribbean. Caribbean dance. We also have movements. They also have movements which is similar to snake's dance. Which is also similar. It is also similar. Which is mean by which is same. Which is same to the snake dance. The name of the dance is called Caribbean. Okay, children. That only he is saying. Who is saying? Roshan Nathji. He is saying to Arena. And also he is saying that Arena, you also have to make a different life for yourself. What he is saying? Who wants to make a different life? Arena wants to make a different life for yourself. Different life means he also wants to learn about this snake charmer. He also wants to learn to play the bean. Okay, that only he is saying. Who is saying? Roshan Nathji. He is saying to Arena that he also wants to learn about to play the bean and he also wants to be a snake charmer. Okay, children. Then you and your cousin can form a party. You can form a bean party. You, which means Arena, and also his cousin want to make a party and also you want to entertain the people in the village. Then only people can enjoy with that and also they can earn money in that. Okay, children, that only he is saying here. And shall we move to the next paragraph of this saying, children? See, but do not waste this knowledge about snakes you have got from your elders. What he is saying, children? We should not waste this knowledge. We have to learn. We have to learn it from their elders, which means his grandfather or his father. Who want to learn all those things? Arena. Arena want to learn all those things from his grandfather and grandparents. Okay, children. Then only he will use it to play the bean and also he can earn the money also. Who? Arena. Okay, children. Who wants to learn this? not going to learn this. You should not waste this knowledge about snakes. Okay, children, shall we move to the next paragraph? Share your knowledge about snakes with children. What he is saying, children? He want to share this knowledge, which means he want to explain this knowledge about the snakes to his friends also. Then only it will move to all the places who live in town and cities. He want to share. He want to share with the friends in towns and cities. He want to share or he want to explain about this knowledge with whom? With children who live in towns and cities. Tell them they should not be scared of snakes. If you want to tell them, what you want to tell them? You should not afraid. You should not afraid of snakes. Scared, which means by afraid. You should not afraid of snakes. Help them to recognize poisonous snakes. And one more thing also he want to do it. What? He want to recognize, which means he want to identify the poisonous snakes. Okay, children, the main important thing is we want to recognize the poisonous snakes, which means we want to identify the poisonous snakes. Who is telling this? Roshanatji is telling to Arena. What he is telling? That he want to share the knowledge to his friends who lives in towns and cities, and also he want to tell that they should not scared of they should not afraid of snakes, and also help them to find out the poisonous snakes also. Okay, children, that only he is saying. Then shall we move to this paragraph? See, tell them how snakes are friends of the farmers. They eat the rats in the fields. Otherwise, rats would eat the crops. And also one more thing he is saying, children. What is saying? See that. Tell them snakes are friends of the farmers. The snakes are friends of the farmers. Why snakes are friends of the farmers? Because snakes are eating the rats. Snakes are eating the rat in the field. Otherwise, the rats would eat the crops. So, snakes are friends of the farmers. If without snakes means, what will happen? Rat will spoil all the crops. Isn't it right? Snakes will spoil all the crops. So, we should have to consider, we should have to think that snakes are friends for the farmers. This also you have to tell to the farmers also. These all things are said by Roshan Nataji, who was grandfather of Aryana. Okay, children. And next thing, see, this is one general question we are going to see it. In chapter 1, you read that snakes do not have ears. In first chapter we have learned that snakes doesn't have ears. Isn't it right, children? Which you can see. Can the snake hear the beat? Can the snake hear the beat? Or does it dance when the beat moves? Or does it dance when beat moves? What they are asking, children? See, snakes doesn't have ears, which you can see. We all know that snakes doesn't have ears. But snakes is dance. How dance? By playing the music, by playing the beat music. Is this question? What is the answer, children? No, the snakes cannot hear the beat. Snakes cannot hear the beat. But they dance to beat movements. So, children, snakes cannot hear the beat because they doesn't have ears. But it will dance to the movement. It will dance to the beat movement. Okay, children, this was the story we have learned about Roshan and Nataji. I said you many more things, right? This is quite interesting, right, children? Okay, today's assignment, what do you have to do? You have to already have wrote the B words, fill in the blanks and true or false. Continue with that. Complete circle odd one out. Observe the picture and question answer in your classwork notes. You have to write very neatly, children. Okay, don't scribble it. Read and write the answers of this circle odd one note. Observe the picture and question answer is attached as a PDF after this 5. Next class we will see some more interesting thing in this snake charmer's story. Have you all enjoyed this video, children? Thank you.